Country roads take me home, to the place I belong. John Denver wrote that about West Virginia roads, but he was born in New Mexico and lived in Colorado, so I'm not sure his romantic view of West Virginia roads is borne out in reality. Unless, of course, the place you belong is wallowing around in miles of speed-scrubbing, soul-destroying mud bogs. The Hilly Billy Roubaix starts gentle enough, on nicely paved roads at least. However, the sky started to open up as soon as the riders hit the course proper on this day. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. That's J.R. Petsko there at the staging area. He's the man behind the race and the one who plans the course. If you have any gripes about your beaten soul, he's the man to see. The first Hilly Billy Roubaix was in 2010. JR and friends were riding the back roads of Morgantown the winter before and lamenting that the conditions were just too extreme for a race. Quickly realizing the absurdity of such a statement, the Hilly Billy was born. It's not really a road race, not really a cross race, and surely not a mountain bike race, although more and more the mountain bike seems to be the weapon of choice. What is it then? Well, it's 72 miles of some of the nastiest roads in the area, or just roads as the locals call them. Part of the American Ultracross race series, the Hilly Billy is one of those bucket list races. It's brutal, but you'll love it.
Alright, so if you do not know what you're getting into, Chris, I'm sorry. Who's fresh and new to the Hilly Billy? Holy moly, that's a lot of hands. As an ultracross race, we're supposed to have something that makes you get off the bike. I always said, this year I guess we finally have something that you might have to get off the bike for. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Cannondale. We want to thank Pathfinder West Virginia, Morgantown CVB, Pro Gold. Thanks for Bruce for coming. It's always nice to have him here, chewing our ear off and talking to us. Canton Tire. And if you're looking for something to eat tonight, if you're staying in town, go to Pies and Pints. Any questions? Comments? Concerns? I love you too, Ron. Alright, enjoy the day. Don't cuss me too much. You always do. Just have a beer, then you cuss.
JR has a sister, and that sister has a pig named Lulu. Lulu is not only the life of the party, but this year she was given the high honor of official race starter. Thankfully, Lulu didn't start drinking until later in the day, or we may have been off to a disastrous start. Yep, that's her in the background, with the official starter squeal. One of the keys to the Hilly Billy is tire choice. Inevitably, you are going flat. The question is how many times? 2, 3, 4, 5 flat tires? Not an unreasonable or unheard of number, especially if you are on a cross bike with the wrong tire. To bring this point home, let's talk to the leaders and see how many stops they had to make for flats. Any y'all get flats or anything? Nothing?
Not this year, no, man.
Didn't you flat in the beginning?
Yeah, my legs!
Oh, I thought you said you flat.
Well, I guess the lesson here is, it's good to be lucky, but it's better to be lucky and good. The Hilly Billy starts with a short prologue, the only time we will see the whole group together. And not to play spoiler, but here on the front row, you can see the guys who will be at the front of this race for the duration. The dreadlock fellow is Garth Prosser. He's from Ohio, a place that even West Virginians look down on, but we aren't going to hold that against him. Garth is a hard man on a bike and holds the course record for the Hilly Billy. Next to Garth is Mike Simonson. He is the current leader of the Ultracross series, but has never stood on the top step of the Hilly Billy. Mike is known for his huge engine and his penchant for mechanicals.
My strategy was to wait for Simonson to mechanical or flat.
We'd heard he was going to break 2 chains. And
yeah, 2 chains.
At the 100 milers, I would see his wife. I'd be like, "He's okay. He has a flat. Or, he's okay. He has a broken chain.
He's okay, but his head is off his body."
Yeah.
Along with Prosser and Simonson are Jared Babick, who loves crit racing, hates sleeves, and Steve O'Cummings, who was just working his way back into racing after dealing with injuries for the past year. But those aren't the only major players in this race. Also at the Hilly Billy is...
Yeah, Crystal Anthony in the house!
Yeah, I was getting there. Yes, it's Crystal Anthony, selected to race the World Cyclocross Championship for the United States an accomplished road and mountain bike racer too. As the group hits the course in earnest, they eased into the day on paved roads and almost clear skies. But Mother Nature soon gave everyone a taste of what she truly had in store for the day. When the main group hit Little Indian Creek, one of those West Virginia state roads we were talking about, that's when the real fun started. At the front of the race, a lead group is formed that includes Prosser, Babic, Justin Pogrifka, among others. Just up the road, Ron Glazinski has attacked that group, trying to bridge up to the leading duo of Simonson and Cummings. A little behind that lead group is Anthony, who is well ahead of the rest of the women racers and riding in a strong chase group. Drop back a couple more minutes and the rest of the field is less concerned with who wins and more concerned with making it through the Hilly Billy. And of course they're going to have some fun on the way. Along with flat tires, broken chains, failing brakes, and other bike issues commonplace during the Hilly Billy, it's not unheard of to spill some blood. But if you have some fabric and a spare tube, superficial wounds shouldn't slow you down too much. Back up the road, Gunnar Sjogren, a man who knows these roads better than anyone, has joined the Anthony group. Gunnar, like Babic, also hates sleeves and gears at the Hilly Billy, as he regularly competes in the single-speed division. As the leading duo pass Aid Station 2, Simonson starts to gain some ground on Cummings, and by the time they reach the top of this gravel climb, the gap is around 40 seconds. The rain continued throughout the day, as did the fracking operations along the course, and by the time Simonson hit the final climbs, he was well out in front. A final push for home, and Mike Simonson takes the win at the 2014 Hilly Billy Roubaix.
Nice job, Mike! Congratulations!
Cummings held on for second, not a bad result for a guy with almost no racing in his legs. Prosser and Babic were third and fourth, and Anthony finished in the top 10 overall, and took the women's top prize with ease.
It was a little bit of everything out there, some downpours, some sun, kind of tried to stay with a group for a while, and then the leaders kind of got a gap at one point, and then we had a group of about 4 of us that were working together for the whole race, so that was awesome.
The rest of the field worked their way over the finish line for the next several hours. Each of them will go home with sore legs, a belly full of pizza and beer, and their own special story to tell about the Hilly Billy Roubaix.
So did your cleat literally just come out? There's no cleat. It's in the pedal.
So that about does it for the Hilly Billy Roubaix 2014. Why don't you come join us next year?
Hilly Billy Roubaix.